Hello everybody, my name is Julian, and look, welcome to the first developer plays for Lens Island. So this is the demo that I'm playing in. If you don't know anything about the demo is currently available to all the Kickstarter backers, and we will be releasing the demo for free to play very soon, so keep an eye on the channel. But look, I'm going to play through Lens Island. This will be a bit of a longer video, obviously, and you get to play through it with me. I'll be commenting about everything and talking about behind the scenes and all sorts of stuff, and I'm actually just going to play through the demo like anyone else would. So look, let's start the game. Here is a character customization screen. I always make the exact same len every single time I test the game. I always have the len looking like this, but you can change different hairstyles and different sort of jackets and things, shirts and also pants as well. But I'm going to stick with blue shirt, long pants, and the short hair, because that's what I like. And a beautiful loading screen made by Daniel Ang. First thing I'm gonna do actually is just turn down my volume a little bit. Alright, so this is where we spawn into. Obviously the full game, well not obviously, but the full game, it will be a bit different the way you sort of spawn into the game. This is just a little demo. There's no tutorial or anything. You just sort of dropped in like Minecraft or something and expected to figure out what to do. Obviously, this is a bit of a cheat for me because I'm the developer, so I know where everything is. I won't show you any of the more like secret stuff. I'll try to sort of play like I'm just any old person, but I really just want to talk about like why we've made certain things and really just sort of play the game like I am just any old person playing the game. And it might be a bit more sort of insightful and interesting to all of you people seeing me play, because I'm going to talk a whole bunch about game design and why I've made certain things and sort of what goes into the demo. I'm just collecting these barrels because I know that there's barrels that wash up on the shore. They drop salvaged metal. I'm also looking for glass bottles as well, because they're a good little way to get glass. I know that there's some parkour on an island over here, and these little jump pads. I'm just going to go straight to parkour island because this is the only sort of secret island I'm going to show you, because it's just the quickest way to get some resources in the demo. So I'll destroy this chest. I'm like obviously pretty good at the parkour. The parkour can be pretty difficult though. I've seen a lot of my friends sort of struggle with it at times, and I've just got really used to the controls, so it's not much of a problem for me. Although sometimes it is still a bit tricky, especially when there's actually something to risk, like parkour in the dungeons when you risk sort of falling off into the void and dying. Although, as I said, I'm good at parkour, I've actually just fallen off. But yeah, when you've got something to risk, like you're gonna die, it's so much scarier to like do like some big jump. I'm trying to hit both of these things at the same time. There we go. I'm always trying to like optimize the most I can out of this game. Okay, which totally, I think it's fun, so I don't think it takes the fun out of it. Okay, that's all we need from that island. So I'm going to open my inventory here. In case you don't know, Lens Island has a fully sort of persistent inventory. So there's no sort of, like you have the hotbar, which you can move around and change stuff. But there's no sort of inventory management. It's just like an RTS game or something, or RuneScape. We just have inventories, and you know, if I just collect some fibers here, like this, once they're collected, they will just automatically pop up my fiber count here. And this is just like a persistent inventory that just sticks with me no matter where I go, depending if I'm, you know, out in the wild or at my house. It doesn't matter. I always have access to those items. Because that's like one of the really core things to Lens Island, is it's obviously like a survival crafting game. It's open world and it's building, and it's sort of like a dungeon crawler as well. But I tried to sort of take out a lot of those really annoying sort of needless chores that you get with a lot of survival crafting sort of open world games. I'm collecting some fibers because I know that there's a little island that I want to go to. I'm going to need to collect some wood as well. There's a little island off the sort of the coast of this main island, which has some more loot, and I have to repair a bridge to get to it. It's always the first thing I do when I play this demo. And I also rolled away from this tree here because some of the trees in Lens Island have an option to spawn, well not spawn, but they have a beehive in the trees, and the bees will come out and sting you. So I don't want to get stung. And these thick ones always have a good chance of dropping the bees. So I'll try to get, oh there we go. So there's some bees coming out there and I just sort of missed them. But look, if you hang around and you don't sort of roll away in time, they will eat at your health a little bit. So I'm going to continue trying to hit multiple things in one swing because I just can't help it. It's the way I play games. I can't help just optimizing absolutely every little thing. So I'll get all of that. So I think, I mean, I forget all the exact sort of resource amounts. I think it's like 80 or 90 wood and then 20 fibers to repair the bridge. So, although it's not too much fun just watching me gather plants and wood, it's pretty fun for me. I'm enjoying it. And you may have noticed a little circle like popping up around my axe. So that's the critical hit indicator. So that's sort of the whole core of all of like the combat and sort of gathering systems in Lens Island. Oh, there's more bees. Good thing I rolled away. So every time I sort of hit, you can see this little circle pops up. And then if I just sort of spam the click like this, I won't obviously hit the crits because I'm missing it. But then if I time my next hit exactly on that circle, so my next click happens when that circle expands, I will get a crit and it will do more damage. And crits change for all the different weapons. So crits can mean that you do like a quicker attack or you do more damage. It really depends on the type of weapon that you have. Some weapons don't really matter so much if you get crits. Some weapons like rely on you getting a crit. So obviously like the higher tier weapons, the ones that are harder to use in Lens Island will output like more damage if you get crits, because that's what it's all about. I'm also just getting some blueberries because if I go down into the caves, I'm going to need them to sort of keep myself alive. Cool, so we're going to jump over this island. I'm just going to quickly get these flowers as well. So I know that there's this bridge here to repair. You get this a lot within Lens Island, about sort of repairing things and gaining access to new areas. So this is the hideaway. So obviously some pirates used to live here one time. So this was one of the pirates. They're not going too good these days. The pirates are sort of all dead. But I am stealing all of their loot, which is really helpful for me. And one of the sort of the core, I guess, resources in Lens Island is called salvaged metal. So it's this here, salvaged metal. And you get salvaged metal from barrels. The only place that you find barrels are in little sort of like hideaways and little loot islands, like the places I've been sort of visiting, and then mainly in the dungeons. And the dungeons is basically the key area you go to mine barrels and chests and get loot that's not actually just like resources that you're mining or chopping. Okay, so I've gotten some salvaged metal and some other little bits and pieces. How much do I have? 29. So I need to start making a house actually. I was really just getting the salvage metal, hoping that I might get enough for refinery, like straight away, because you need 35 for refinery. I did not. I need tons of coal for refinery anyway, so I think what I might start doing is... Oh, do I have enough coal for a torch? Yes, I do. Okay, I can craft a torch. So in the demo here, all the items are just sort of laid out. It's like a little shopkeeper. You can't interact with him yet, but in the Steam demo that I sort of mentioned before that we'll be giving out for free, this guy will probably have a couple of little quests that you can do. But here's where you can sort of buy and sell items and then actually buy all of these different weapons. In the real, like the proper game, there will be like all sorts of weapon vendors you buy weapons from, but you can also craft stuff. You'll have like a crafting station, you'll be able to progress out the game and craft items. Okay, so what I'm going to quickly do, I'm going to get some stone. I want to start building a house because one of the main things about Lens Island is building a house. And I guess like if I'm trying to describe Lens Island to someone that has no idea what Lens Island is, I guess, or some music's come on. I'll leave the music on, maybe it'll be nice to hear in the background. But if I'm trying to explain Lens Island to someone that doesn't know what it is, I guess it's sort of like Diablo combined with Sims in a really, really basic sense. And then add in like a whole bunch of like Minecraft and other sorts of survival crafting games. So at its core, like all the stuff that I'm doing now, it really, really feels like Minecrafty. It feels like you're sort of starting from absolutely nothing and you're going out and gathering all these resources and starting to learn more about the environment, learn how to play the game. There's obviously there's a much higher, I keep saying obviously, it's not that obvious because some of you may be seeing this stuff for the first time, but there's a much higher skill cap than games like Minecraft because mining ores, for example, isn't just this sort of static thing that you just have one weapon to mine ores and you just click and it's just the same thing the whole time and you just get a better weapon and then it just automatically makes you better at mining ores. There are all sorts of different items. They all have different uses. You can use those items in different ways. Some have abilities, some don't. And then there's also the whole critical hit system, which is basically a skill. Like getting good crits is actually quite hard. I've seen so many of my friends play Lens Island and they really struggle to do crits at the start and then they get better and better, and it's like really rewarding when they can actually hit crits consistently with their weapons, which is the whole idea of why we developed the system, to add sort of like a skill ceiling for just gathering and making gathering, which is usually a mundane task. We wanted to make it quite interesting and also make it so there's a lot of expansion for it. I like the look of this area right here, so I'm going to build a little house that's sort of here in between these trees, I think. And Look, I'll place a couple foundations. I've already run out. I don't have enough wood. What did I spend all my wood on? Oh, of course, the bridge. Okay, I don't want to knock down any of those trees because I like the look of them so much. So I'll collect some other trees. All the trees do give you varying sort of degrees of wood, and they vary on how long they take to chop. So that little one dropped 3 logs there. This big tree, which is like the very large tree, which also has bees. It took a bit longer to chop there, but it's also going to drop a bunch more wood. So I think they drop around 30 wood, the big trees. The medium trees drop around 20, 25. Small trees drop around 10, 15. It's not always the same. So the way everything in Lens Island works is all of the items that you can sort of gather and mine all have loot tables. So there's sort of like the loot that you're guaranteed to get. So you're guaranteed to get a minimum amount of wood every time you chop a tree. But then there's also like bonus resources that you get. For example, when I hit these blueberry plants, there's a small chance it'll drop fibers. So I just got an extra fiber there. And that's sort of the case for everything in Lens Island. So when you mine stones, there's a small chance, like the stone here in the bottom of the screen, there's a small chance that you'll get iron shards or sapphires or coal. It's a very small chance you get them because there are actual iron nodes and coal nodes in the dungeons or the caves that you can go mine that just are guaranteed to give you that item. But every time you mine something, there's a small chance you get sort of like a little bonus. And that's sort of how it is in life, you know. One time you'll be... well, this is obviously not very relatable, but if you're a miner and you're mining stone, there's a very small chance you might get a gem in that stone when you're not even looking for one. And it keeps things exciting. So I'm going to build a house here. Every house needs a door and some windows looking out to the ocean. What side? I'll build the window that side. I want a staircase up here. I'll build a multi-level house, and I've run out of wood already. I'm going to need a bed as well. So I need even more so I need a little bit more wood and just a little bit more fibers. Another thing I want to do is get gold for a sword, because I need to go into the dungeon at some time and fight some stuff. So I will get a bed, and because I can save the game from a bed, which is very important because I need to save the game before I hopefully don't die. But before I go into the dungeons, it's a bit risky down there. I don't want to risk too much. I think what I might do actually is I'll risk it. I'll risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna go down to the dungeons just with an axe and a pickaxe. Maybe I can just sort of jump around one of the enemies because I want to try and get some barrels down there. It's gonna be a bit scary. I'll see what I can do. Let's give it a go. I just really don't want to die because if I die, I get reset all the way back. No, that's a bit silly actually. I'll just get some more fibers because I only need 1 more fiber. And I can build a bed. So hopefully one of these bushes. So this isn't reeds, but like this little bush that I'm hitting now. These are all just regular bushes. They're sort of just hazards. Well, not hazards, but they're just in the way. So you need to clear out all the bushes if you want to build somewhere. And they have a small chance to drop a reed or some fibers, I mean. So I just got a fiber from that one, which means I can build a nice little cozy bed. Okay, so I build the bed next to the window there. I'm going to sleep as well, which does automatically save the game. And we can look out to the water. Look at the nice sunrise. Okay, so I'm going to head down the caves now, trying to not die as best as I can. And we'll see how we go. I've got this nice loading screen here that Daniel made, and I love the look of that. And, okay, so the start of the caves... by the way, like, obviously this is spoiler central, so if you're wanting to not know anything about... I better turn on my torch too. If you're wanting to... still, I guess, not have the game spoiled, the demo spoiled, maybe stop watching. But saying it though, like, it's a demo of the game. It doesn't, you know, there's probably about 4 hours of gameplay with the demo, I'd say. But if you want to build like a massive house and build big farms and really sort of get into it, we've had testers play this demo for 10, 20 hours, which is pretty impressive. When you think about a lot of AAA games struggle to get 10 hours out of a game, you know, made by 100 people. So having sort of that amount of hours in just a demo is pretty awesome. Though you would really have to sort of stretch it. Like you'd be just building a massive house out of all sort of ornate materials that are expensive, and you're building giant farms and really establishing like a little town on the island. It definitely doesn't take that long to finish all the caves and the dungeons. You can get through them pretty quickly if you're good at the combat. But it does take a little while to get good at the combat, that's for sure. And there's a few sort of tools and weapons at your disposal, though we don't have shields or any ranged weapons in the game just yet. They will be coming soon though. So cool. I got some coal from those, which is nice. So how much coal do I need for a refinery? 25. I got 21. So really, I just want a bit of coal. Oh, here's another iron node. So you may notice also I can't have my torch out while I pickaxe, which is, it doesn't play much of a mechanic in the demo, but in the real game, lighting in the caves plays a very big role. So there's like any two-handed weapon, you can't have a torch out. So there will be other means to light up your surroundings. Okay, here's the enemy. I want to quickly get this barrel and then avoid him. I'll get this one too. I'm just gonna try and kite this enemy because I really don't want to die, but I need to get more gold. I need to get more gold and some more stuff. Oh, there's more guys over there. Okay. I'm just going to jump around him. I'm not even going to bother going down deeper because I'm just going to get destroyed. I don't even have a sword or anything on me. Is there any more rocks around here? Yes, there's one here. Cool. Okay. I'll mine this. I think this is a coal deposit, which would be fantastic. Oh no, I've already got enough coal. I've got 25 coal. Awesome. So a refinery is like a furnace. That's what I'm saving up for right now. At least in the demo, the refinery is sort of like step one for actually establishing a house and starting to get materials. And it's like the first step to basically building a proper life for you and starting the game. So I'm going to go back to my little house here. I never like building my refineries in the house. It just seems weird. So I'm going to build a little porch, like a little sort of stone porch. Can I build one? Yes, I can. What do I need for the refinery? Just a bit more wood. Okay. So I don't need my torch out anymore. I'll get a bit of wood, build this refinery, because from the refinery I can smelt down stone, limestone, and clay. So stone gives you iron shards, limestone gives you glass. You can find glass bottles on the beach, but there's only so many that wash up on the beach. When you're actually building and you need large amounts of glass, you need to refine down stone. And then clay, you can find sapphires through refining clay. So clay you need for roof tiles and like pots and all sorts of stuff like that. And then sapphires are really just a commodity to sell in the demo. Though they will play another part, like in the proper game. You will sort of need it for some decorational items and a couple of weapons and things. But obviously sapphires are like jewelry. They don't really have like a material purpose to them. They're really just a way to make money and then to make things look pretty. Which is exactly what their use is inside of Lens Island. So let's build this refinery. I'm going to build it just there. And what can we can start smelting some stone. And I'll load up my coal. I might as well get a little bit of glass and a little bit of clay while I'm here. So you can see that will start smelting away. Wood burns quicker than coal. So if you need stuff in a hurry, you can use wood, but the wood just burns like really quick, so it will get used up so much more than the coal will. So it's always a bit smarter to use the coal. If you're in a hurry or you don't have any coal, you can always use wood. And it'll also change how quickly these materials smelt down based on how many are sort of filling those slots. So really all I want right now is a sword, so I can actually go down the dungeons and do some combat. And also a watering can would be nice, so I could start farming as well. So I think the first bit of iron that I get, I'll make this watering can. And then I really need this sword. So it's 30 coins. I could sell some marigold and some lavender, and then I just get enough. I sort of have to give up those flowers, which is fine. I'll make some more later. So now we've got that sword, which is handy. So I've got this cool sword, and the sword cuts through the bushes and the reeds really quickly. So it makes gathering fibers way less tedious the second you have a sword, because you can just slash through them. It's quite a lot of fun, actually. Oh, there you go. There's another lavender plant. So that's a little bit of lavender back. And I can hear my refinery working in the distance here. So I'll gather all that. Actually get some more reeds. I think there's some more reeds over here. So there is like a subtle lock-on system. So if I click there, you can see the player automatically starts looking at that item. And that's the same with enemies or any sort of item that you can interact with or gather. But it's not like an active lock-on system. So if you're attacking an enemy, like let's say pretend this bush is an enemy, and then the enemy is moving. If I click, the player will look at the enemy and then just follow through at that exact same angle. The player won't like actively track the position of the enemy, which we're thinking about adding as sort of like a more active lock-on system. We're not sure just yet. What did I want? The watering can. So this is another part of Lens Island, right, is hotbar management, because you need storage items to actually go and equip your tools and everything. But now my hotbar's full, so I think what I'll do is eat a berry to get back up to full health, and then I'll just replace my berries. But now, what is the case is like now I don't have my berries in my anymore. They're obviously, I still have them, like they're in my inventory here, but I just can't access them until I make a pantry. In the proper game, there will be like a pantry and a weapon rack and all these items in the town to use for free, but it's obviously super inconvenient to always go to the town every time you need something. So that's why actually I better get a farm set up before I leave. That's why you'd want to make them like actually at your house instead. But in the demo, you just need to make it from the get-go. There's none to use because it'd just be pointless, you know, if there was a pantry and weapon rack and everything at the dock over there to use, you just never make one yourself. There'd be no need. So let's gather some wood, and I can at least make just one farm for now. I'll make it over here. So let's just put that there, and I can plant, well, I guess I'll plant, seeing as I'm not using my blueberries, I might as well plant them, and then I can get more. And let's water this. Isn't that beautiful? So we water our crop, and hopefully that will grow a little bit by the time we come back. So let's venture down the dungeons, let's kill some enemies, try get some loot, and see how we go. I'm going to be like clearly good at the combat because, you know, we made these enemies and I designed them and all of that. So I know exactly how they work and exactly how to abuse them as well. So I'm also going to turn off I'm going to turn off my frame counter there as well, which gets annoying sometimes. All right. So I'm trying to land crits. Oh, he's already got me. So the hard thing about combat is you're trying to, obviously, like you're trying to not get hit by the enemies, but you're also trying to land crits, because if you just sit there spamming it, you're not going to land a single crit. So you sort of got to time your attacks a little bit. Bam, that was cool. That's a cool little. And then you have your abilities as well. Every weapon has different abilities. This sword has like this jumping 360 slash, which I totally just missed. And then any ability can be procced as a crit too. Ah, no. So if I do a slash like this, bam, then I can do a critted jump slash. Okay, so I got those two people. There are houses in the caves, by the way. I keep referring to the real game, but in the real game, not the demo, there's like a whole city down here. Like there's a gigantic city of all different houses and things that you can actually go through and loot, and there's all enemies there, and it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to fix up that barrel. He's spawned through the wall there. That's a very easy fix though. There's a chest in here. And it's a bit dark when you have your pickaxe out as well. Though there'll be ways to light up your surroundings, like sort of like attaching stuff to your backpack in the game. Can't do it in the demo yet. So you just have to deal with mining in the dark, which is a bit of fun in itself anyway. So the way the enemies work actually is like your crits, your first attack will typically like stagger the enemy and sort of stagger them out of attacking you, and crits will stagger them as well. So like that cancelled his attack. He did actually get off a swipe at me before I cancelled the attack, but you can see he's getting staggered and sort of knocked back. But then there's only so many times you can stagger him before he just attacks you anyway. So usually you can get in around 4 hits, if they're crits, until he will just sort of fight back. But if you miss the crits, then they will just attack you no matter what. Like they'll just attack you anyway. So that really promotes like trying to sort of be a bit more methodical with the fighting and really try and land the critical hits, because it means that you won't get damaged as much. And it just sort of takes the gameplay away from that spamming, just clicking every single button all at once, trying to just do whatever you can, to that more just like, I guess, calculated gameplay. And it just adds like a higher skill ceiling as well, because it means you could do a dungeon run and not get damaged once. It would be really hard, to be honest, like super hard. Like I would really struggle to do that myself, as you can see, because I'm already half health. Though it's 100% possible when you time attacks and you dodge their attacks, and then you stagger them out of their attacks before they can hit you. So I'm just getting some resources here because I don't want to miss those stones. And off to the little puzzle section here. Well, it's not really a puzzle, it's just some dart traps, which I need to. Yes, I just got it. There are some like little spiders down here as well that you can sort of jump on. Ah, he just bit me. They jump at you, or you can jump on them. You can see, I'll try to get one to jump at me. Can this little guy see me? No, I'll just squish him. There you go, I just jumped on him and squished him. Oh, these guys are running around. There you go, this guy just jumped at me. There we go, I'll just slice him. They don't do too much damage. Oh geez, they do enough damage to count though. I actually lost a bit of health. This is going to be a bit scary going into this next fight, because I actually don't have much health, and I do not have any blueberries on me. So, look, we've got to fight these people now. And I really can't. I'm just going to pick them off one at a... Oh no, that was a terrible... I just rolled straight into his attack. I'm going to try pick them off one at a time, but they're all chasing me. We've got Dad and his son. Okay, let's... Oh no, okay, this is actually not looking too good. I might have to bail. I'm gonna try... Nah, there's no way I'm fighting them. There's no way. I'm so low health, I really don't want to die. Oh man, okay. So look, I got out safe, unfortunately. You'd think I'd be better at the game as a developer, but that's the thing that, like, with Lens Island, a lot of the testers have probably ended up playing the game a lot more than I have at this point, because they've just spent like 12 hours just fighting enemies non-stop. Whereas when I play the game, it's like quickly testing a little feature or testing like a bug or something, and I'll just like slash some enemies for a few minutes, and then just go back to, you know, writing code and making levels and things. So as far as like actually sort of having actual active gameplay, I don't have as much as probably some other people at the moment. So okay, I need to buy a pantry. I need to make a pantry. So what do I need? Wooden fibers to get a pantry, and then I can equip my blueberries and start actually managing my hotbar a little bit as well. So let's get this tree. Hopefully it doesn't have any bees. I feel like I always get unlucky with the bees, but oh yep, exactly. I always get unlucky with the bees whenever I play this game, because the chance for the bees isn't that high. Like it's sort of rare to get the bees. I just find I just always get them. But I don't really need the torch out. What do I need? I need fibers and wood. How much more do I need? I need some more fibers. 12. 11. Okay. One more fiber and then a bit more wood. So the sun's setting as well, which is good because that means another day will pass and hopefully some more plants will start to respawn back in. So all the trees and the plants and the rocks, they all do respawn. They all have totally different respawn timers though. So small trees will spawn back in quicker, big trees will spawn back in slower. I think the trees are among the quickest of the respawns. Bushes take a while to respawn because they're like annoying. Like once you clear an area, you obviously want that area to stay cleared for a little bit of time. So the bushes take a bit longer. It's more like overgrowth, I guess. It's probably a better term than bushes. And the reeds are pretty quick to spawn back in because you sort of always need reeds. Though in the main island for the proper game, you won't really ever get a scenario where there's not enough resources to gather because the island is so big. It's about, I don't know, maybe 20 times the size of this island. So there's just always things to gather. I need more wood. Okay, one more tree should do it. I'll get these two. Can I try and get both at the same swing? Oh, it's really hard to... it's really hard to whip it around sometimes. I'm just getting... Oh, there we go. I did one hit for actually both of them. Sometimes you just end up wasting your time trying to micromanage every little thing. Okay. Let's get down this pantry. Where do I want to put it? Maybe in a corner here. And then I can equip my blueberries. I don't have much. I've only got 2. Okay, well, I'll eat them up. And I will go and equip my watering can and water that crop as well. So I don't have a tool rack yet. Once you have a tool rack, is that what it's called? Tool chest, sorry. Tool chest and weapon rack. Once you have the tool chest, you can just equip the watering can and all your other tools through there. Oh, sweet. Yeah, the plants definitely needed water because they were waiting for it. Do I have any more stone? So I will get this stone smelting for a little bit. And there's a whole bunch of weapons like I can buy. I'm going to have to... I think I just need to go face those enemies first though, because a lot of them... Oh, it'd be nice to get a good pickaxe, actually. How much iron do I have? 7. Okay, I'm going to quickly get some stone because that pickaxe is far better than the pickaxe that I have now. Mainly because it does a little bit more crit damage than this pickaxe, but it also has an ability, which is really great for mining the stones quickly, because you can sort of work the ability into a little combo, and it just makes mining stuff so much quicker, which is always handy. I guess that's one of the main goals of all the tools that you get in Lens Island is you're trying to get tools that make your life a little bit easier, but also have multi-uses as well. Like you could get a battle axe that can, you know, damage enemies. but then also chop trees, which is always good to have. So cool. So I need 45 iron. I think I might just have enough stone to get that amount of iron. And then I can get a better pick, and I'll go back down into the caves and see what I can do. At the moment, I have absolutely no idea how long this video's going to go for. I don't even know how long I've been recording for. Okay, we're 30 minutes in, so that's cool. I'll probably keep it to like an hour, so I'll just see whatever I get up to in an hour from now. But I'm just going to keep playing through it. I'll try at least get to the end of where the enemies are, which I think I should be able to get to in an hour. But there's no way I'm going to build like a big house or like build a big farm or anything in an hour. It takes a little bit to get all that sort of stuff. So I need, okay, once I smelt down that stone in the refinery there, I will have enough to get that pickaxe, which will be awesome. Man, I really need food though. I might have to use some of my coins to buy food, just because I need it so badly at this time. And I'll wait for this last little bit of stone to smelt. The refineries automatically turn off once you run out of resources, by the way, which is a nice sort of automation. So it will just waste your coal otherwise, you know. So you can just leave your refinery when you can leave it on when you leave your house, and you don't have to worry about wasting resources. Okay, even pumpkins would be, they're too expensive. Blueberries, but I've got no money. Okay, look, let's buy this first. And replace our old pick with that new pick. Can I sell any? Oh yes, I can sell sapphires. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, that's fantastic, because I can sell the sapphires and then buy some pumpkins. And I'll plant like 2 of the pumpkins. And then I will... Actually, maybe I'll just eat them all. No, I should plant them. So I'll build another farm. I'll plant the pumpkins, and then the rest I'll like use for the dungeons to eat. And I might as well plant the rest of my flowers as well whilst I'm here. Cool. And then I'll water them. The planting UI, we're still going to work on it a little bit. There's some things I don't quite like, but you may have noticed like it's just a radial menu and it'll come up, and then also whatever thing you planted last will pop up in this button. So then you may have noticed I just sort of quickly was going like this to plant them, which just makes it really quick for planting stuff. And then to gather it, you just click and it'll sort of describe what stage the plant's at, and then you can just click the gather button to gather it as well. Cool. So let's equip those pumpkins from my pantry. And we'll venture back down to the dungeons. Cool. So I'm not going to eat the last pumpkin until I need it. Because once you get through your green health bar, it goes into overheal, the bottom bar. And the overheal is sort of like your hunger bar. It will actually go down over time. So if I was to eat right now, I'd sort of be wasting some of my overheal. So I'll wait till I need it and I'll just use it for health. We will change the dynamics of how that works a little bit later in the game though. But for now, that's how it works. Awesome. Okay, I killed that dude without even him hitting me. There's a little parkour thing. It's super obvious, so I'm not really worried about giving the secret away to you people watching. But there's a little chest here and it's got lightstone. But yeah, the good thing about this pick, it's got this W ability, which is like this big, bam, overhead smash. And you can just destroy rocks so quickly with it. It's awesome. I'll show you in a little bit when I get some more rocks about how it works. Oh, awesome. Okay. It feels so satisfying when you land when you land one of your abilities, and you get a bit of knockback as well. So it's pretty useful. I just missed all of those attacks on this person. Cool. I'm also getting Dark Essence whenever oh, another crate. I'm also getting Dark Essence from these people. So I wouldn't really call them people, but that there. And Dark Essence can be used in crafting weapons and such. It doesn't have much use in the demo, but there is like a really good weapon that you can buy with the Dark Essence. So yeah, here's what I meant about the pickaxe. So if I just hit normally, you can see it does 7, and then it does 14 for a crit. So it's got really good crits, this pickaxe. But then it has its W attack. So these are its normal hits, and then this is its W hit. It does like this big one-handed overhead swing, and it does have a cooldown, but it means that you can do the ability on stones and you can get 24 damage. So the perfect little combo for a stone is going 1 hit, then an ability, and then 2 normal hits, and then an ability, and then you can just mine the stone really quick, but you have to get all crits. So it's a little bit hard to sort of learn the combo and get it right every time. though I always use this pickaxe when I'm testing, so I've sort of got the whole combo down to down to a T. I can do it quite easily. So the bigger ones of these enemies are, man, they hurt so, oh no, they hurt so much when they hit you. Oh, I swear I'm usually better at the combat than this, but they're just, oh no, I'm about to die. Okay, I was gonna, did I save the game? Yeah, I did sleep before. Okay, I'm gonna try. Oh no, I'm gonna try and get this guy. Here we go, I'll go with the strike. Oh, this is so scary. I really don't want to die. Off the rock. Oh, that was pretty cool. I love doing that, like doing the jump attacks off rocks. Yes, oh my god, okay. Oh, well, there's no way I can finish the rest of the dungeon now. Oh, I'm just getting annihilated by these enemies. There is another way over here. I've got to repair a bridge though to get to it, but it's really good for mining going that way. Because there's a whole bunch of ores and some barrels and things that spawn over there. I think what I'll do, what I should really do is make a fireplace back at home, because that way I can heal myself passively over time. Okay, so I think what I want to do now is make a fireplace. Maybe some of my berries will grow soon, so I can take them into the dungeons. And I really just want to fight these enemies and actually win, because it's just so hard currently. I just get destroyed by them. Okay, so what do I need to make a fireplace? Okay, just a bit more coal. So I need to do a couple things. I will water my crops. So let's go get that watering can. Quickly get a bit of coal. So unfortunately I need to go back down into the dungeons. But I should be able to get some coal from the rocks before that enemy. So it should just take a second just to get that. And then I can make a fireplace, because you can heal passively at the fireplaces. So it means I can just sort of make one in my home and just stand there for a second. Because I really need health. I've only got like 4 or 5 health or something. So you can actually tell what rocks are what by looking at them. So these are just regular stone. The stones in the caves do drop more stone than the ones above ground. Oh, awesome, we got a light stone. These are really rare, so these light stones have like a 1% chance of spawning. So whenever you see one, you always need to gather it, because they drop light stone, which is basically the rarest resource in Lens Island. Sweet, this one has coal in it. And you can sell the limestone, or the light stone, for a whole bunch of money. And you can also use it to craft some really awesome weapons. So I'll show you. There's no way I'm fighting that person. I've got enough for a fireplace, which is all I needed to do. So I'll go put down my fireplace, heal up, and I'll show you some of the other weapons quickly as well. Because I'm just using like the basic sword. So there's a whole bunch of cooler weapons to use. So let's place this fireplace down next to my bed here. And what I can do is just like load it up with wood, hit light, and then you can see I'm sort of passively healing for 5 health. So I'd have to actually sort of stay here. I'll save the game as well while I'm here. The way that the saving and the loading and stuff works now will work a little bit differently for the final game. So at the moment, if you die in the dungeons, you just get reset back to your previous save, which is why the dungeons are a little bit more risky in the demo, because it's quite annoying get set back to your previous save. Though in the main game, it will work a little bit differently, where you'll just get set back. All of your progress will stay, but you'll get sort of teleported back to your bed, and then all the progress you made specifically in the cave, that will all, actually better turn off the fireplace when we're using it. That will all be reset and taken back. Fireplaces also won't give you overheal as well. They just do that in the demo, so you can sort of get back to your full health a little bit better. So I'm not going to use the overheal from that fireplace, like I just explained there, because I think it's sort of cheating. But maybe I need it. These enemies are really, really getting me at the moment. So yeah, that's the Angler Dangler. That's probably the best weapon in the demo. It's really, really cool. It's got a bunch of abilities. It does AoE damage. This katana is really cool too. These are probably my 2 favorite weapons. This mace and this katana. This battle axe is pretty handy as well. It's got a bunch of abilities, but it's basically cool because you can chop trees with it, but then you can also, it sort of doubles as a really great weapon to fight enemies. Okay, I lied. I totally got to use all the overheal from this fireplace because I need it. These enemies are quite hard. I also just upped the spawn rates for the enemies. I thought the enemies were, funnily enough, a little bit too easy to fight in the dungeons. So I made even more enemies. So this is going to be fun. So I think I definitely need the extra health. I'm also using the most basic sword. So if you're playing this game for yourself, I suggest taking a little bit more time to set up like a proper house and build a bit more of a life for yourself. I'm going to build a nice little window there as well while I'm here. Build a bit more of a life for yourself and buy some better weapons before you go down into the dungeons. Okay, so let's go down. And obviously, like, this is going to be the first time that a lot of you have seen the combat, whether you're sort of a fan of the dev diaries or not. So let me know what you think too. It might be hard to sort of gauge what it's like without actually playing it for yourself. But I'd love to get all of your feedback on what you all think of all of this so far. Oh, I missed that ability. So the aim here is to try and wipe out all of these first enemies and not get hit, because I really need this health for later on in the dungeons, because I've got nothing to heal up as you go, or as I go. Also, okay, well I got hit once, but I think that was pretty good. I'm definitely going better than my previous runs so far. Let's go to these people. It always feels good when you hit like multiple creatures with the same hits as well. Yeah, always have to watch out for that jumping attack when they leap towards you. Like, that's how you can really get like big damage taken away. I'm trying to get behind them at the moment to try and get out of their like hit range. Oh man, he just got it off. Yes, that worked perfectly. I was sort of trying to kite them and then do that little ability over the top. So we'll do the dart traps. Cool. Alright, back where I almost died before. Let's see if we can do this. We've got a big dude on the bridge here. Going with a big attack first. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to pick them off one by one. I'm going to go in with the... Oh, there we go, okay. We got the two little ones, which is good. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I just did my ability straight into his jumping attack. Okay, sweet. I still got some health. Man, this is gonna be hard to get this final part. So where I'm going now is basically one of the final sections in the demo. That there's two final sections. I'd say this one is probably the easier of the two. Get all the stone. Though the other, it's still so hard. There's just a whole bunch of enemies, and you may have noticed there is only one enemy, like one sort of, I guess there's two enemy types, but there's one sort of breed of enemies in the demo, which is that, I don't know how to describe it. We call them humanoids, which is, it's just a really generic term for something that has, you know, like two legs and two arms, but yeah, we should probably come up with a better name. Oh, I missed my ability there. Cool. Okay, I think I got down a pretty good strategy now, I think, of trying to fight them. Oh man, there's so many. Oh man, this is scary. Oh no, I feel like I'm just gonna get destroyed here. I really need to try and pick them off. I need to dodge those jumping attacks like that one. Oh. Okay, let's go there. Oh. No. Okay, well this is the chest room. Come in here. No! Oh, okay. I died. Man, I thought I was better at this combat. Look, I'm gonna spend a little bit more time at least doing up the house while I'm here now, because the house definitely needs some love. I should probably remove that fireplace, because I'm gonna put a staircase in here, because I'm gonna add a second level. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do some little extensions to the home while I'm up here, and then I will save finishing, or hopefully finishing the rest of the enemies off in another video. And if you do like these sorts of developer plays videos, obviously let me know. It's really fun to make them, because I get to chat more about the game and then also play the game properly for myself, which I really rarely get to do. Like I rarely get to just sit here and just play Lens Island like it's meant to be played, because I'm too busy, you know, making the game. So let's get these trees. And I still have the basic axe as well. At some point I should get a slightly better axe. Cool, so get that wood. Yeah, I want to build a second story to the house. And also build some like decoration items and things. I can build a little balcony above this bay window here, which will look nice. There we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? So actually what I could do here is I will build a window there, a door there, and this could be like a little balcony that I can stand out on. Oh, of course I need more glass. Okay, I'll quickly get some limestone. Here's one. And then I can smelt this down to some more glass because I'm gonna need it. So we'll mine this. Awesome. I'll get some more limestone here. I think all the stones, well, the limestone, clay, and regular stone all have the same amount of health. It's when you get to the different types of stones, like the light stone and some of the stuff down in the dungeons, that's when they all have varying degrees of, you know, how long it takes to destroy them. Oh, of course, I need to fill up the refinery. So fill that up. Awesome. And we'll leave that going there. And then I can start to... well, I can't really build too much at the moment. Oh, I guess I'll just sleep. I might as well sleep while I'm here. No, I want to sleep, not attack. Awesome. And can I build a light? Yes, I can. I'm going to build a nice little lamp at the front of my place. I'm trying to get it exactly... There we go. Very pretty. Okay, I got some glass. I'll get a little bit more wood, and then I can start building a little bit more to the house. Oh, I've got a windy morning in Lens Island too. There's a wind system and a fog system as well. So sometimes you get foggy nights and foggy mornings, and then you also get windy days. So you can notice there's like wind streaks that go past the camera, or the screen every so often, and all the trees are just sort of like blowing a little bit more in the wind. All of their leaves are rustling. You can probably hear the music in the background too, hopefully. Which is one of the amazing tracks that Lars has been working on. Lars has made a whole series, like pretty much a whole album for Lens Island, and there's just so much nice music. It's really peaceful sometimes just to run around the island and gather resources and listen to the music. It's quite enjoyable. Okay, I'll give these another water. I think these berries need one more. Yeah, okay, so they're not quite there. They're getting close though, the berries. And yeah, I don't have any extra berries, so I need a window. Actually, I'll make a circle window. They look cool. So circle window there, and then I guess I'll just make all windows around here because I want to be able to see the nice view. Oh, I need a window on the front. Which would be cool as a circle window on the front there. Maybe that's too many windows. So that might be too many windows. I'll just build a wall. I do need more wood to build a wall though. I'll get this guy. And then I need clay for a roof. So I've only got 3 clay, so I need a lot more clay. Oh, and I missed some tree logs here. So we'll get them. I imagine you guys watching were probably thinking like, Julian, you missed the tree logs. Please go back and get them. It's always so obvious when you're watching someone else play all the mistakes that they make, but then when you're the one playing, it's so easy to make little mistakes like that. So I'll do my perfect little pickaxe combo on all these clay nodes and try to hit all the crits. So clay, all the resources do spawn in different areas of the map. So the clay spawns usually on sort of embankments and near the water's edge. Limestone typically spawns like right at the water's edge or actually in the water, just like it is in real life typically. And then the stone nodes are more on like the flatter parts in the middle of the land, like in dirt patches and things. I screwed up that combo, you may have noticed. I missed the crit. Oh well, I'll get this reed on here too. Awesome. Ooh, get that fiber. And do I have some more? Oh no, yeah, I've got some more glass. Awesome. So that should be enough wood to make my wall. And then I can start making... How do I want to do this roof? I think that will look pretty cool actually. It's just doing all corner roofs. Like that. Oh, and then what would look cool too is doing that and then... No, maybe the little one. Do I like the look of that? Maybe that looks weird. Maybe that does look weird having the... I'll delete that. I could do a little tower. A little tower roof. I think that looks weird too. Okay, I'm going to just do the corner roof. Yeah, yeah, that probably looks the best. I'm not sure what to do with this area up here yet. Can I place a... I need some more fibers for a rug. Oh, no, I'll place a pot plant down though, up here. Maybe... Where do I want it? Maybe there. That looks cute. And then I'll end up... Oh, I should probably place a railing here as well. So I don't fall off. So I don't fall off the stairs. Oh, it won't let me place it. Okay, well that's a bug I need to fix on my end, because the railing is really hard to place there. I wonder why that is. I'm not sure. Alright, well I can fix that out. I can fix that. That's a great thing about being the person making the game. Anytime you see a bug, you can just go fix it. So I think that's a pretty sweet house. I'll go into screenshot mode and show you the full house. There we go. Isn't that so? Basically, that should be the thumbnail for the video right there. So that's the upload load. Actually, let's add some effects. So add some depth of field, and then I can toggle all the UI. Well, there you go. I think that's probably it for the first playthrough, the developer's playthrough for Lens Island. My name is Julian. I'm the lead developer of Lens Island, in case you missed that. And yeah, look, there's a lot more to play than this. This is just the demo, so this is just a very, very small taste of what will be the final game of Lens Island. But even in the demo, there's a lot more to do than just this. But you can see I built quite a small little house and a tiny little farm. But yeah, I'll probably do a second episode at some point and hopefully finish the demo, get to the end of the dungeons, build some more to the house and show you how all that goes. But thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little bit more about the game. Make sure to wishlist it if you haven't already, because we will have a free demo for you guys to play in the coming months. And if you wishlist it, you will get notified when that comes out. So as always, everybody, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.